Welcome back to the Nutty Boys.
Oh, I don't have my shit.
What do you do?
Well, I don't have my thing. I broke my shades too, and that's a bitch.
Oh, are you trying to find your
Yeah,
your party thing, or the hell that thing's called?
yeah, I was trying to find it. I forgot to grab it beforehand, but yeah.
We're really well organized today, so we have more good news today as well. OBS is back to crashing. We tried to use Streamlabs a while back, and it kept crashing, so we switched back to regular OBS, which I'm not a big fan of. And it's crashed on me twice today. Hopefully that's all it's going to do today. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Knowing our luck, it's just everything's gonna go wrong. Because you know what? That's just how the world works, isn't it?
Yeah. Costello is also in a very good mood today. If you can't tell. And we are also missing Marie. So I'm also trying to get things set up here.
She got a new job, and it's probably not what's wrong with her, but she feels like shit. So
what is she doing now?
Some convenience store shit, I think, is what she said.
Okay, I didn't know about her having a job until like just a few minutes ago. Well, I guess a few hours. But yeah, we just have more random shit to talk about. We don't have a super large amount of topics this time, but we also can just bullshit around about whatever. And it's actually something I wanted to bring up because it's a funny story from a long time ago. So, Costello, do you have a lot of traffic in your area? Like a lot of tourist traffic?
Absolutely.
Like a lot of tourists?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so one thing about living out here, I don't know if this happens to you, but you'll have kids in the back seat of the car in front of you who keep waving hi to people behind them.
I don't really ever get that, no.
See, I do. All the time. It's like once every 1 or 2 weeks, you'll have kids in the back of the car that just keep awkwardly waving at you while you're just trying to drive. And you don't really know what else you can fucking do. You're just trying to get to work or whatever. That happened again the other day. And I just stared at the kids. When they waved at me, I just, kept staring at them. And they looked away. Then they turned back again and did it again. So I sped up until I was up right against their car. And they freaked out and turned around and didn't look back.
Picturing kids, have fun.
Yeah, that was actually this week. But I remember years ago, me and a friend of mine, we went to Florida. It was actually kind of a sad situation. Her great-grandfather died. We were going down there to clean out his place. We were also using it as an excuse for a vacation. And on the drive down there, we were in the back seat basically doing the same thing, but we weren't waving at people and shit. We were just awkwardly staring at them to see what they would do. And for the most part, we just got awkward stares back. But one dude looked panicked. Because we were in the back of this van, a big ass window in the back, and we're looking at this dude, and his eyes just go wide, and he just keeps staring, and we can't figure out why, so we just keep doing it. And after about a minute, a girl comes up from his lap. He was receiving a favor on the highway, on the interstate, on the way down to Florida. And these two high schoolers are just staring at him like they know something's up. Because she came up from his lap and just started staring back at us.
Funny.
I thought of that the other day, and I was like, you know what? I just need to bring this up. This needs to be a thing told on the podcast. I think I've mentioned it before, but on the old podcast episodes on the Nutbucks Vault.
No recollection of that, no.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that happened there. I mean, on the same trip, we were staying in a hotel, and her mom fell asleep, right? She fell asleep first, then her grandparents, who were with us. But me and her stayed up, watching a movie on my laptop in the hotel, and her mom just starts moaning. And I was like, she was 100% asleep. So Rachel woke her up, and she got mad at her. She was having a really nice dream, apparently.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, and just kind of just kept moaning after she went back to sleep as well.
Ew.
Yeah, definitely a fun Florida trip. Like, it wasn't even the state that was off-putting. It was the company, getting they were cool people. All right, fun stories are out of the way. I guess we'll start off with the Microsoft thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we have multiple Microsoft things. Again, it's looking like we have a theme for the podcast.
Well, that's usually a good idea.
Yeah, and it's usually just, hey, look, I found this on Google. So, a lot of people have already talking about this. Microsoft has a contract with the U.S. Army worth up to $22 billion to make AR headsets. They've been making these
AR
for...
or VR?
Do what?
AR or VR?
It's technically AR, but like it says here, it's AR/VR. So, I mean, I guess it depends on the specific scenario.
That's what you ask.
But they're doing it with HoloLens, a thing that they've already been producing for a long time now. And I don't really know who else they would have gone with but Microsoft. It's not like they were going to trust Facebook to sell them modified versions of the Oculus to use in war. But my favorite part about this is, if this is running off of Microsoft's technology, Costello, do you think they're gonna implement some Xbox features?
You think they're gonna give soldiers 120,000 AR Xboxes?
Yeah, basically. Like on your Xbox, you can say Xbox record that, and it'll start recording your screen. You think they can say Xbox record this, and then just start shooting people? Or capture that is the one. It takes capture of what just happened.
Xbox is going to be the next step up in war crimes, huh?
We're about to have the next Xbox 360, Xbox Live. Oh my god. Do you think we're going to get voice chat with people on the other side?
Dude, I would love to be able to talk with the soldier while he's doing an AR trading system thing.
It's like you have a HUD that pulls up that shows everyone's kill death ratio, but no one gets more Ds than one. So
well, that would be how that works, yeah.
Yeah, if your KD's in the negative, you were pretty bad.
You must have done something wrong if you got a negative KD.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's the main reason I want to talk about this. There's so much coverage on it already. I mean, it's supposed to be over the next 10 years, apparently. It's something that they've been talked about for a long time, that they're going to be using that kind of stuff for training and even to help in the field. It's not shocking that it's happening, and it's not shocking that it's Microsoft. I just know that Microsoft likes to add stupid stuff to their devices, like making the Kinect a requirement. I want to know what kind of shit they're going to be giving the U.S. Army.
It couldn't be any worse than what they already have, let's be honest.
Do you think that they have to have Game Pass for it to run?
They have to have Game Pass for them to unlock their weapons.
Yeah, it's like an always-on device. Their DRM locks you out.
Safety's on unless you pay for the Game Pass. Sorry.
Yeah, they get locked out with the DRM, so you have to have internet connection. They run it off of Denuvo, so it really slows down the device, but it makes sure that nobody else can pirate it.
Yeah, it's the whole point.
Yeah.
If you do pirate the $21.8 billion VR headset, if you do manage to pirate that, you get a pop-up explaining why you're a bad person.
Yeah. But seriously, I don't know. It's interesting. I just would love to see some more Xbox implementation around here. I would really love the ability to just hop in random lobbies and voice chat while you're committing war crimes.
Xbox Edition.
Do what?
Now sponsored by Monster Energy. Steal your war crimes.
Can you imagine being a soldier in another country and these Americans come in with these headsets all a Monster logo on the side of all of them? and they're all talking to their Cortana.
Flustered. Yeah, I have a Cortana. What does she think about this? Cortana, what do you think about the new AR headset? You're a useless bitch, aren't you?
It's not like I can hear what's being said.
She said, I honestly can't tell if that's a trick question.
Yeah, I don't think Cortana's going to have any part in it, which is really upsetting. You know, clearly it's, you know, if it's based off of the Cortana from Halo, it has some combat experience.
I'd appreciate that version anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if it wasn't obvious, we're both dead. Yeah, so we skipped the last nutbox. I was having just like a shit week at work, and
Secret guide.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Let's not do this. I could have done it, but it would have been awful. But now Costello's having a shit day, and we're missing Marie. So it's basically the same thing that last week would have been. We're really just making up for it this time around.
It's gonna be amazing, don't you worry. It's gonna be our best views.
Yeah, man. Like
We're here for the energy.
Our total Twitch viewers right now, 1.
And it's a good energy in the gym.
It's all right.
Good energy.
We really don't get that many views on Twitch whenever we stream this. We don't really do it at the best time either. Most of our views come from YouTube. I don't really know why we live stream it, but I like the idea that people can hop in and join us and chat.
Morning talk shows might as well be a thing.
Yeah, man. So do we move? Actually, let's go into the other Microsoft thing since we're already on Microsoft here.
Yeah, Discord.
Yeah, so you guys probably know about this one as well. I can't say I see it happening.
Probably not, but if it does happen, I can only see bad things come of it.
So there are rumors that Microsoft is looking at buying Discord. I don't really know how true, like, where those rumors necessarily came from. Like, it says that Discord has been talking to potential buyers, and the software giant Microsoft is in the running, but no deal is imminent. But how do we know about that? Yeah, but representatives from Microsoft and Discord both declined to comment. So it's not like we really have an official statement on them talking about it.
It's not like we gotta know either.
But here's my thing, like, how much did Discord really benefit Microsoft? Like,
I mean, they could replace their whole system with Discord notification stuff.
I mean, they could.
That system.
I mean, having Discord on console would already be super helpful. Is it on console?
Yeah. No, it's not already.
I didn't think so. Because they want you to use their systems. But at the same time, like, buying, you know, understand, like, that deal, when they bought Microsoft, well, they bought ZeniMax for $7.5 billion. That's not a small amount of money. They did it because they knew that they need more exclusives on their consoles. And that they could bring in a lot of money through things like Doom and the Elder Scrolls and Fallout and crap like that. How much is Discord going to bring in? For $10 billion. Discord is a free service. How much money do you think they could possibly recoup that cost off of Discord Nitro?
Probably off of Game Pass and whatever else, Xbox Live.
Right, but I don't know if that would be worth it. Like, why would you want to buy Discord if Discord isn't going to make up for the money that you spend on it?
Good question, but I know they'd have to spend a lot less. They wouldn't have to maintenance their own servers. They could just use Discord servers.
Well, right, but then Discord servers would be theirs.
Yeah, and they've already got their own set of maintenance.
I don't know. I would rather see Discord come to PlayStation and Xbox as an independent thing.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Rather than just owned by Microsoft. Because Microsoft is going to eventually charge for it. Like, it's just going to go to hell. Like, they tend to ruin things.
A lot of parent companies tend to ruin things.
But when it comes to, like, the gaming studios that they own, they usually do a good job. And, like, with ZeniMax, like, they're very hands-off with how they're handling things. But I don't know if, you know, Discord isn't a gaming, you know, thing. Like, yeah, it's used by epic gamers, but it's not really, like, they don't produce video games. And, like, even Discord, like, had some of their own downsides. They tried to open up their own game store, and it flopped. Like, I still don't know anybody who bought a game through Discord. I got some free ones because I had Nitro, and was like, hey, here's some free games, and I don't even know if I can download those now. Like, because they got rid of it. You can't buy games through them anymore.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, it kind of makes sense though, like why they would get rid of it, because not only does everybody just use Steam anyways.
Yeah.
But like,
or Epic Games.
Well, they're trying to compete with companies like Zoom and stuff like that. The second the pandemic struck, they started like trying to make the platform more professional. And I think it'd be a little weird to have like, you know, in a business setting, like having to scroll through a bunch of games that are all on sale to get to your meeting.
Yeah. That's fair. But also, Zoom just really took off right away.
Yeah, Zoom just sucks, though. We were using it long before it blew up from the pandemic, and I hated it long before the pandemic.
It's just not. It's not a good service. It's quality as shit.
But I will say, though, we have started using Microsoft Teams at work, and I miss Zoom.
Is Teams worse than Zoom?
Yes, I don't like it, man. Like, Zoom isn't good, but Teams is just like... Teams is just as bad quality with more steps. Like, it used to be, you know, with Zoom, like, you know, whenever a meeting would go to start at work, I just click on the link and it would launch the app and jump right into the call. With Teams, you have to have, like, you know, your Teams account login, stuff like that, and, like, it automatically puts things on your calendar and just all this other more complicated shit. Like, the adding shit to my calendar is the worst part because, like, you probably shouldn't be saying this so I don't want to lose my job. But some people, when they set up a meeting, they'll set it as a recurring thing when it's not a recurring thing. And every week, I'll get multiple notifications. Hey, you have a meeting to join. It starts in 10 minutes when there is no fucking meeting. It's just set to recur over and over. And now I'm getting, not only is Microsoft Teams notifying me, but so is my calendar. I already have Teams installed. What the fuck is the point in informing me twice at the same time? I don't know. Like, and again, they already have Teams. What's the point in Discord? Would they just...
Yeah, that's fair.
Would they just get rid of Teams?
I hope so. That would be the logical step.
Like, yeah, they're not the same thing, but they're really similar.
Maybe that's why they wanted to compete with Zoom.
But couldn't they just make Teams good?
No, that would cost too much.
Yeah,
that would make too much sense.
That would cost too much money. It's somewhere around the 10 billion mark, you know, somewhere around what they're looking at for Discord.
That would just make too much sense for them to make their current program work.
All I know is that, like, the people that work at Discord are some of the cringiest people, like their old marketing and shit like that. Like, I would not want to add them to my company. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so bad. All right, what's next? Cyberpunk. We get to talk about the game everyone's tired of hearing about, including myself. But
oh, sweet! Then I can't wait to talk about all these patch notes.
Yeah. So before the patch notes, though, if you guys don't know, first off, over the last 2 weeks, the lead developer behind Cyberpunk quit. He's no longer there.
Yeah.
And with that came a whole restructuring or reorganizing of the company. They're trying to split the company into multiple groups, essentially. So their goal is to be able to work on multiple IPs at once, which they probably should have done back, you know, around the time of The Witcher 3, like before Cyberpunk was announced. I don't think it's not good for profit to only work on one game as a company that's this big, to only work on one game, and it, you know, the chance of it failing could screw you over completely if that game fails.
Chance? This one definitely didn't do as good as it could have.
I mean, it still made a fuck ton of money.
It's true.
Like, they're not hurting with Cyberpunk. Their egos are, but the Cyberpunk is still making them a bunch of money.
Well, they're giving us free DLC.
It's definitely a good idea. I like the fact that they are splitting up and making more than one game at a time. But they also announced my favorite thing that every game developer should be doing. They're not going to announce a game until it's nearing time for release.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, wow. Maybe that would have helped with overhyping games like Cyberpunk and No Man's Sky to, you know, not announce it until it's about ready to go. Because
does that mean you don't want people to use the early access function?
I mean, I'm cool with Steam Early Access. It's how you find the worst games. And there are some great games on the Steam Early Access, but I think the biggest issues with them doing Cyberpunk like they did by announcing it super early and driving up all of the hype is, now they're going to want the game to release, right? Like, their publishers are going to want them to release the game sooner, which is what they said happened, is that they were basically being forced to release the game before it was done because of all the hype around it. They wanted to catch it while the hype was still high. And that's why releasing the terrible state it was in with all the people actually working on the game saying, hey, it's not in a good state, don't release it. They kept, they forced them to finish it up and send it out anyways when it wasn't ready. If they don't announce it until it's about done, then we probably won't have the problem with the publisher saying, release it now. Or at least it's less likely. It's kind of like with No Man's Sky.
Really?
Well, like Sean Murray, he would overpromise on things and stuff like that. And
I don't know if lying is overpromising, but
well, yeah. But his biggest issue is that he can't walk it back. You can't start talking bad about the game now. Your publisher isn't going to like you going out and saying, well, it's actually a glitchy fucking mess. And if you say a feature is going to be a thing, you can't walk that back now because your publisher won't let you. Honestly, the publishers are what usually fuck up game releases anyways. But,
be your own publisher.
Do what?
Just release your game. Be your own publisher. You win.
I mean, it's not as easy as that, but yeah, understandable.
Nah, just be your own publisher. It's not hard.
I mean,
publish a game.
Isn't Cyberpunk a self-published thing, though?
Yes.
So then what were they... well, they were saying that they were forced to release it early, so who made that call?
No fucking clue. Does Project Red have a parent company?
Like, CD Projekt Red can't just be like, man, our publishers were forcing us to release it. We didn't want to. When you are your own publisher, shut the fuck up. But anyways...
Yeah, I guess they're their own people, so...
That's what I figured, because the Witcher series was all self-published.
I don't know who was forcing them, but they felt forced.
But I guess they've like sent out a roadmap for 2021, which of course the first thing on Cyberpunk says patches and updates. Then free DLCs.
Wait, did Warner Bros. Distribute that game?
Do what?
Did Warner Bros. Have something to do with the Cyberpunk release?
I don't think so. But then, like, The Witcher, I guess they're wanting to make a Witcher 3 next-gen update to make it better. Yeah, I like The Witcher 3. It's a lot of fun. I've played too much. I'm done with it. Like,
I did not like The Witcher 3.
Oh, dude, I loved it. But, like, it's not like Skyrim for me. Like, I'll admit, I probably enjoyed my time in it about as much as with Skyrim. But Skyrim is infinitely replayable for me. The Witcher, like, after I beat it and did a bunch of the side stuff, it's like, yeah, I'm kind of done. I kind of want to get back to it eventually, though. Because it was a great game.
Right.
But you wanted to talk about their patches.
The amount of patch notes they had in this most recent update.
Do they have the patches through Steam?
Yeah.
Let me go to it, because I actually own it.
There's a fuck ton of
patch
notes.
Here, let me show desktop view. Yeah, right here. Update queued.
There's a fuck ton.
Oh my god, they had to split it. Update patch 1.2, part 1 of 2.
Yes.
Good.
There is
God.
a lot of patch notes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Why did they have to split it in 2? Does Steam actually limit how much you can put into your update posts?
I have no fucking clue, but that was a lot to read through.
Okay, honestly, seeing that the UI section is that long makes me happy, because the UI in Cyberpunk is just a glitchy, horrible to use mess. That makes me happy.
Like the ads on the not being displayed. Let's see what they've done. Let's see what they've done here. Okay.
Yeah, just read the whole thing. Well,
yes, we'll read the whole thing. The rest of the podcast is us just reading patch notes for Cyberpunk 2077, the video game.
Well, maybe now I'll actually have a reason to go back and finish it. I was far, man. Like, I had to be like a couple hours away from the end. But I just, I couldn't bring myself to finish it. It's so buggy and just like I was ready just to start using Wiimod to cheat in the game just to say yeah I beat it, like just to be like get myself through it. But I actually want to be able to play through it.
So they fixed an incorrect censorship when playing a copy of the game from a region other than Japan, while the console region is set to Japan or language to Japanese. I wonder what that means.
I don't know.
If it's like, because they don't show anything other than titty, so I wonder what censorship would go wrong. Because Japan allows that shit, don't they?
No, they do not.
They don't allow vag. I know that much.
Actually, I think they do allow the breastises.
Yeah, they allow breastises. They allow titty.
Yeah, it's just the genitals that they're not cool with.
You can't have vag or.
So wait. So if uncensored genitalia is illegal in Japan, right?
Well, I guess they do show.
And a Cyberpunk glitch shows it to you.
Right, that's right. Because they have you can walk around with your dick out or your vag out. That's right. But
yeah,
I think I think the rules are if it's not shown in a sexual way, then you can just have it out.
I don't think so. I don't think Japan's cool with that.
If you have not Japan. Japan doesn't want it at all.
Oh,
but
yeah.
In America, at least, you can have vag and pee as long as it's not in a sexual scenario.
The question is, who would get charged with the crime in that situation where someone's playing Cyberpunk in Japan and it shows the nudity that isn't allowed?
I think it's the company that gets in trouble.
Are you sure?
Why would you be in trouble for looking at it?
I mean, it's similar with another type of illegal nudity here in the US.
But that's if you have to grab that by yourself. The publisher gives that out to you, and they're in trouble too.
Fair enough. So do you think anybody in Japan has been jailed over Cyberpunk?
Over Cyberpunk's peepees and vag? Yeah, I don't know, man.
I would love to hear about that. I would love to hear this.
About that.
Like Cyberpunk, like CD Projekt Red has to like start like a GoFundMe to go like get somebody out of jail in Japan because their glitch showed nudity. Jesus Christ! Either way, I did not know these patch notes were that long. That is ridiculous, man.
Oh, and by the way, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, it says "and many more."
Oh my god! I gotta switch back to desktop view. That is the best part. This long ass post and many more.
Achievements will now work on Epic Games Store.
I feel like this looks like a.
They added modding. That's cool.
They added what?
Added a new mod folder for loading modded archives. The modded archives can be named in any way and go to the mod folder now.
Cyberpunk has already said that they were going to allow modding, and modding already does exist. But they still, I don't think they have released the mod tools yet.
But the only mods that I've seen are slight graphic upgrades and save points where you get to have sex with the characters. So
yep,
that's about it.
Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the people who wanted this game that badly.
They wanted just for the sex scenes. First person sex scenes is a really good way to drive a game, I guess.
Can I just say my favorite part of this? The name of the patch note says "small update / patch notes."
Oh.
Small update. You couldn't even fit it in one post. Fuck off.
I like this one right here. Fixed freezes and crashes relating to equipping and unequipping Johnny's jacket.
What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm still shocked like at myself that I actually bought this game because like I had no hype for it before it released.
Me neither.
Yeah, like I was generally just like, yeah, I'm not interested in it. And then it released, and I was like, well, it has been like months since I bought a AAA game. Let's just fucking buy it. Despite knowing about all of the glitches, I still bought it. And haven't finished it. I played it for almost 9 hours, though, damn.
The one reason that I got this game is because I had no interest in getting it until the next time it was like the very final time people were like, oh, it's finally going to be released. And they delayed it for one more time. That was like, all right, you know what? Just because everybody doesn't want this game, I think I'm going to go get it.
I mean, I remember Mighty Number 9 was like, had like all this hype and stuff around it before it released and it ended up being a piece of trash. There's a local game store. It's actually not the one I usually go to. The one I'm talking about now actually closed down. But they had this like a whiteboard that would like light up and shit, and they would write like on there like games that you can pre-order for games that are releasing soon. And they had like the release dates next to them, all of that, and they were next to Mighty Number 9. Every time it got delayed, they wouldn't erase the date. They would just put a line through it and write the new date. And it ended up taking up the entire, that entire line on the whiteboard. So they had to erase the entire thing and wrote the release date as eventually.
Eventually. It'll come out, yeah.
Mighty Number 9, I'm not sure how much you knew about that, but, they delayed that game, every month. They would be like, yeah, it's going next month. The next month's, one after that. It was ridiculous. And it released. And it was, the thing is, it wasn't like a No Man's Sky or Cyberpunk or Fallout 76 kind of situation. It was just a bad game. It wasn't glitchy. They couldn't blame it on, our publishers made us release it early. It was just a bad game. What is it sitting at on Steam on reviews now?
I think it's still positive or mixed. It's not mostly positive. I think it's still positive, to be honest.
I remember my brother actually pre-ordered it.
There's one apparently. Where did it go? I missed it. Fixed an issue in Nocturne up 55N1 where petting the cat would play without dialogue. V will now properly address the cat.
It is true. Can I believe my eyes? Is the seeker? It is, German dude. Welcome. Yeah, like Alex said, nope. Okay, so Mighty Number 9 is at 57%.
Nice.
Yeah, that game was just a disaster. Alright, so what else do we have here? Oh, yeah. This is one I was excited for. So, Microsoft Flight Simulator, they got a little update, well, mod, but I like to refer to it as a mandatory update. I'm sure you guys know all about the Suez Canal incident with the Ever Given being, just a little stuck in there. Well, if you look here in this video by some dude who, for some reason, I can't full screen. Why is it not? I'll just open it on YouTube. What the hell is happening with... Okay. Why am I getting lag on YouTube?
Going well so far.
There we go. So yeah, they added the Ever Given to the Suez Canal in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And it has to be just my favorite mod. And this whole video, by the way, the dude is like reacting to it. He's like, "Oh my god, who would do that? What kind of moron?" But I think it's, every game has to have their stupid mods. And I think this might be the best mod I've seen.
Did they also add in the part where the guy drew a penis on the charter map before going into the canal?
They should have, but no.
They should have.
And what do you mean guy? It was a female captain.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay, we're back. We had an OBS crash. I was afraid.
What are you talking about?
Do what?
Nothing happened. What are you talking about?
Yeah, nothing happened. We've been here the whole time. We didn't have to reset OBS. So yeah, it appears OBS is still crashing, which is good.
Hey, Seeker, why is your name yellow now instead of red?
Was it ever red?
Yes, it was always red.
So apparently I can't change scenes. That was causing our crash before. It's causing our crash again. So we're just going to sit here and stare at this YouTube video.
Yeah, just don't scroll down.
Yeah, don't go look at comments. Also, I thought this video player looked cut off, I needed to scroll up more. No, that is the actual aspect ratio this guy recorded this video in.
What the fuck?
That's why it has the giant black bars on the top and bottom.
What the fuck?
Female stereotype 100% fulfilled. There you go, German dude. Yeah.
It's always just that little bit of sexism.
Yeah, you always need that. But I don't know. I just thought that was funny and everybody needed to know about it. I don't own Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, I technically do. It's on Game Pass, but
how is it?
I haven't played it, but I kind of want to download it just to install this mod. Also, is that ship still there?
No, they got it free a few days ago.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard much about it. All I heard was all of the memes when it got stuck. Because, yeah, that did happen. I think it might have frozen before Costello said it. But, yeah, the captain drew a peen in the water right before getting stuck in the canal.
Now, I have no idea if that's what caused it, because they said it was like some kind of gust of wind caused it or whatever, but if like, wouldn't you be used to that by now?
You would think.
It's windy.
I don't know.
You know what? I applaud the captain and her decision to draw a penis. It is absolutely worth it.
That was the best part of that whole story.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so this is one that Costello doesn't know about, but I had to bring it up. I can't pass this.
Oh, boy, I love surprises. Fuck off!
So, in Japan, there was a card store robbery. This card store was on, I think, the 6th floor of a building. I read this whole story multiple times. I couldn't stop laughing about it. And this guy wanted to steal a bunch of cards to get a bunch of money. So he scaled to the top of the tower, top of the building, then broke through a skylight, and used an actual rope to rappel himself down into the store, stole about $9,100 worth of cards, and about $2,370 in cash from the store, before climbing back up the rope and leaving, not once thinking to wear a mask in a situation where everybody in the world has a mask.
Wow.
So, obviously he was caught. But when he was asked by police why he did it, he explained that he had some debt to pay off. And so he just decided, with Pokemon blowing up right now, if he stole Pokemon cards, they're probably worth a lot of money. The best part of this is all of the memes that are coming out of it.
Yes.
That this man committed a Pokemon heist, and then literally used an escape rope to get out.
Yeah, I saw that one coming as soon as God damn it.
It is the absolute best news article I have seen in a long time.
See, I was worried this was going to be Pokemon related in a bad way, but that was fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, he also told police that he was in a rock climbing club in high school, so he was kind of cool with doing the whole climbing thing. He had to go about 16 feet down to get into the building.
That's pretty crazy.
He also said that he broke through using an unidentified tool. They have him in custody. He has opened up about everything that he has done. How did he not bother to ask, hey, what did you use to break in?
That identified tool, it sounds so ominous.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought this was probably the funniest thing that I could find.
You nailed it. That's fucking great. What did he steal exactly?
It was just a bunch of Pokemon cards and cash. I also love the poor exchange rate in Japan. He stole... The cards are worth approximately 1 million yen, which is $9,100 in US.
1 million yen. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Worth about $9,000 here. Either way, I'm just saying that must not have been the craziest card store to rob. My collection is worth almost $4,000. And I'm just one dude.
You're also a nerd, so... But
I'm just one dude. This is a card store. I'm guessing what happened is that he just, grabbed a bunch of, the bulk boxes and stuff like that, and didn't actually look for, the valuable shit.
Maybe they're only putting it at store value.
I mean, you can't sell individual cards on, MSRP. There isn't a store value for individual cards.
Oh.
This is a store that sells, singles and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to switch back to the other view. I hope it doesn't crash immediately. And no crash! Look at that! Hell yeah! Because we're actually...
Ayo.
Because we're actually done with the articles now. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're out. We're all done here. Alright, packing it. I'll see you tomorrow.
But yeah, I mean, aside from that, I think the only other interesting thing that's happened over the last 2 weeks, it's normally a 1 week period, is that I have gotten into VR. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, you might already know that. I'll already have some videos out. And I have to say, it's probably the best like purchase I've done in a while. It was like $300 for the Rift S.
Yeah, I've spent more than 300, but I'm sure it'll be worth it.
How much did you spend?
350.
Where do you buy it from?
Amazon.
Oh, Oculus sells it from their website.
Yeah, I
do. You bought it from Amazon.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god. But we were having fun trying out random games and shit like that. I've been playing too much Blade and Sorcery. But we learned that it actually runs really well on Anna's computer. So now behind me, we actually have 2 Oculus Rift S's.
Good God.
Because Anna bought one for her computer.
So we'll need to play Phasmophobia in VR now.
Yes, we need all 3 of us in Phasmophobia VR. We could probably get Marie and whoever else in. Like, it'll work with some VR and some flat, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess her computer probably can't run it super well. It seems to be getting worse and worse.
We'll have to get our new computer first.
But yeah, I am hoping to do some content with you. Just random fucking games.
Oh yeah, we'll do whatever. We can do that hand simulator or whatever. We can fuck around in VR chat, even make a video about that.
Dude, there's a version of Hand Simulator. It's a survival game.
Oh,
have you seen that?
No.
Let me look it up. I own it. I hate it because maybe it's better in VR. But like, I tried to play with keyboard and mouse. I played for 30 minutes and gave up. Think of The Forest, but really dumb.
Someone in chat's complimenting my octopus, and thank you. It was given to me by a very special person.
That's a good octopus right there.
A really cool octopus.
Yeah, it's just Hand Simulator Survival. I actually really want to play that. I did look up to see if we can get Skyrim together working for Skyrim VR.
Oh god, I doubt it.
Yeah, long story short, not at all. There is no fucking way.
I think so.
There was like this like post that somebody was asking like, hey, I know it's probably a far stretch. What's the chance of this? And someone who worked on Skyrim together responded and said 0. We're not even looking into it.
She just said an all uppercase no.
Yeah, like that one review we were looking. No, that was I'm right before I hopped on call with you, Costello. I was talking with Suko and Perk, and there was this like horror game that we were looking at. And there was a review. It was a negative review. There was half an hour put into the game, and it was just no.
Nice.
The game had like all awful reviews. It makes me happy. That's one of my favorite things on Steam whenever I'm just bored looking at games. It's just looking at the shit reviews in like terrible English. And of course, just the funny ass ones as well. But yeah, I've been doing Half-Life Alyx a lot as well, and.
That was Alyx.
Yeah, before, like, when the game was announced, they never said the title. So, it was misconstrued by some people as Alyx. It's just Alex spelled weird.
Quirky.
Yeah, it's definitely very Valve-like there.
Yeah, that is extremely Valve-like.
Yeah. But, I didn't expect it to be as fucking terrifying as it is. I knew Half-Life had some, like, horror elements to it. I didn't realize that I would be pissing myself playing it.
You really that scared?
Dude, I don't do horror games. Like, Phasmophobia is fine, because, like, I'm with you guys and hanging out and just doing stupid shit. Like, games like that are fine. And I played through, I've played horror games, but, like, God, what was the one that I really loved? Some people seem to hate Layers of Fear. I fucking loved that game. I streamed the whole thing. I also had a thing. I doubt the VODs are here anymore, but I had a thing where you could donate to play just like some really loud fucking sounds.
Oh yeah, no, there was a streamer that I was watching. Ellie introduced me to him, who does Phasmophobia stuff, and whenever you subscribe to him, it plays a really loud scream. And, he was walking into one of the farmhouses, like he was walking real slow. It was like dead quiet as he was walking down the hallway, and he opened up one of the doors. And my sub note finally popped up and screamed at him as soon as he walked into the room. It worked. It was fun
Jesus
for me.
Christ. But no, like, I love horror movies. It's basically the only genre of movie I watch. But I can't handle horror games, man. I am such a fucking baby when it comes to horror games.
Oh, I'm gonna find so many VR horror games for us to play then.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is about Half-Life Alyx that just like Absolutely. Like, okay, so one of the episodes that I recorded, I'll be up on YouTube hopefully within a few days. Um, I was already in a somewhat bad mood going into it, and it happened to be like right when we were going into like the scariest part of the game. It's like it's super fucking dark. It's pitch black, and you have a flashlight that's on the top of your left hand. But like it's a very like low FOV flashlight, and it just the entire thing. Like I was already in a bad mood, and it caused me to get like legitimate stress because like at one point there was just like a lock that I had to shoot, simple enough, but there are explosive barrels behind it, and I was out of pistol ammo, and all I had was a fucking shotgun. And if you set off the explosive barrel, it causes a chain reaction and instantly kills you. It's like, how the fuck do I shoot this with a shotgun? So I went all the way back, searched the entire fucking map, couldn't find pistol ammo, and like that whole thing, like I was getting legitimate stress in this stupid fucking game, and finally remembered, oh wait a minute, I'm in VR, and I just went underneath the lock and fired up. I also cut out like the whole thing of me going and searching for ammo.
Oh my god, dude.
Like, but I made a bit of progress today, and near the end of the recording, OBS decided to fucking crash. So that episode's gonna suck. It's gonna continue with me going, oh, by the way, we're outside now. And like,
I bet you're forgetting you're in VR.
well, like, I didn't think about the fact that like, playing games since you're a fucking child, I forgot you could just go underneath the fucking lock and shoot it with a shotgun.
There's no set rules in VR anymore. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, but like I went into it not expecting it to be like that much horror element to it. But now that like I'm back in the outside zone, hopefully it'll be a lot better. I'm actually fighting other people with guns.
Oh, instead of just locks on doors.
Yeah, instead of just these things that are hanging from the ceiling that like eat you if you get too close to them, and head crab infected zombies.
Fun.
Yeah,
You do keep talking and no one explodes. That'd be a fun one.
I've played that.
Yeah.
Actually, my brother here in chat, I played it with him. We actually had like a party game thing with that. It was like on his birthday years ago. We had a bunch of people playing it, and so we had one person that was actually defusing the bomb. But then we had so many people, like every person got assigned just one page, just one puzzle.
That's hell.
Dude, it was actually great.
That sounds awesome, though.
We could play it. I don't know how good I would be at it. I think me and Alex did okay with it. But we also like grew up together, so communicating with each other is kind of natural.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm looking at my Steam library, and there are 279 games that I last played in 2018 and haven't played since. What the fuck? Hey, look, some of these are games that I streamed.
Oh boy. Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like Destiny 2?
Yeah, back when I actually streamed things. How long ago did I play Destiny 2? Because the last time I played it was with you. I can actually see the last time that we played Destiny together.
I want to say 2 years.
Last played December 9th, 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A while ago.
They're actually doing a sale right now for Destiny as well.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Which is great.
Game if you buy the DLCs and don't play the fucking free version.
I would like to point out that when Costello wanted me to get into Destiny with him, I didn't already own it, and it wasn't free yet. And he convinced me to buy it to join him, and I did, and we played it for, a couple times. And then it went free like a month after I bought it, which is a game I personally was not that interested in to begin with.
I told you it was going to do, by the way. Yes, I did.
You did not tell me that.
I absolutely did.
You did not.
I said you should probably wait till it's free, but you didn't.
Also, I only have 1.8 hours in it.
Oh, cool.
Also, didn't we... Yeah, we beat the game.
It took us 1.8 hours to beat the baseline story of Destiny 2.
We did more than just beat the game, though. Like, we did, like, one or two, like, raid mode things. I did, like, a PvP thing. It was, like, a weird PvP mode.
To be fair, you were playing with two people that already knew what they were doing.
Yeah, Mike literally, like, instantly killed the final boss.
Yes.
Which, by the way, is a great... If you guys ever want to know how to get into a game, bring someone along who can just take all the fun away from boss fights by instantly killing them the second the fight starts.
Literally just have not base shit, and it can happen. Like, the game is piss baby easy for the story modes, but other than that, the game is fucking fun, not gonna lie.
I need to get back to playing it.
I agree. I recently got into it too. Again, rather.
When has that stopped? Let's see how many hours you have in this on Steam alone.
No, you don't have to do that.
Where the fuck even are you? All right, friends in chat. We're gonna do it this way.
233.3 hours.
How many?
233.3.
And how long have you had your PC again?
I want to say December 2020. Maybe no, October 2020.
Because I know you used to play a little bit on your laptop.
Yeah, but like maybe an hour.
How the hell do you already have 200 hours in that?
Okay, shut up for a second.
I don't have that much free time.
Because it's not even close to what I have on console.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
I have 1,800 hours on console.
So yeah, again, this has been a really weird podcast, but I think it was an okay one. It might have been decent, somewhat. No, it's fucking awful. Well, hold on. I actually want to check because I'm the kind of person like I hop game to game, right?
Right.
Like I whenever I get into a game, it's never for a super long period of time. I usually go back and forth. So
No
what
kidding.
game do I have the most hours on Steam? It's going to be Skyrim, I guarantee it. Let's see here. Games. And the biggest issue with Skyrim is the regular edition I used to play growing up in my bedroom where I didn't have internet access, so the hours weren't actually logged. 250 in Skyrim Special Edition, 252 in base version. And Fallout 4 is actually my third most played game at 205 hours.
That's as high as you get.
God, I played Trove for 122 hours? What the fuck? Dude, I enjoyed Trove. I didn't know I played it for that fucking long.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy Trove that much, but I'm glad you did at least.
And then, well, technically there's a game that beats all of them, but it's not a game, it's a program, my video editor.
Movavi.
Almost 2,000 hours. Look at me editing my entire fucking life away.
Look what you have to show for it.
Yeah, fucking nothing. That's not true. Junk Seeker's been growing like crazy. From March 11th till today, I went from 119 subs to 170 on Junk Seeker.
Yo.
Yeah, it just fucking blew up, man. It's those YouTube shorts. They fucking help.
It's the live action stuff people want to see nowadays, not just gameplay.
Yeah. But I'm always going to be the gamer boy.
You are the gamer boy.
Alright. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and end this one here. Might have been shorter. It might not have been. I think we're nearing an hour, right?
Shorter.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
15 minutes now, maybe almost an hour.
But hopefully we won't be skipping anymore. Again, with the Nutbox, our goal is every week, but all of us, we do all have jobs. We don't do this for a living, and we have schedule conflicts and shit like that. So we never guarantee it to be every week, but the goal is every week. And so far we've only missed one, which was last week.
That's better than we did last time.
But I still think missing 1 out of 6 possible ones, then yeah, that's still not that great. Not a very good statistic there.
That's still passing. That's a good average. We're batting at a good amount still.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully next week you can come back and we might have Ellie here. Maybe we'll have a guest on. I don't know. We still need to get Zuko on. We still need to do a drunk podcast.
Ellie will definitely be our guest.
I mean, Ellie's not a guest.
You don't know that.
I mean, at this point, she might as well be. She's like, yeah, we have her on every other episode.
Every other, if she ever gets on, yeah. I can tell you, her PC doesn't ever want her to be on.
Yeah, we need to fix that. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully, I'll see you next time, and one day we'll get beautiful outro music, so it's not an awkward, cold cut ending. Goodbye!
Yeah.